Of all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and honors and salutations to you brothers out there preaching His word, sincerity, and truth. All right, Shalom. Basically, I just wanted to do a sit down on uh, comparing and contrasting the fake preachers, the wicked preachers that teach lies versus the true prophets. All right, that's teaching the truth through Yahweh Shem Shai, and trying to wake up the elect of, the Israelites that's written in the Bible, that's have a covenant with the Lord to receive salvation. All right, so I'm just getting into the scriptures right now, and basically, destroying these so-called preachers, destroying their whole enterprise by with the scriptures, because they don't read the scriptures in these so-called churches, all right, and they don't tell the truth, you know. So this is Micah 3:10. They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. All right, Zion goes into the Hebrew word Zion, which is monument. Jerusalem, the Rashalam, all right, means city of peace, and those are basically attributes, words describing the children of Israel. Um, the Israelites are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, you make up the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, if you are not part of those tribes, you are a heathen, and you will go under captivity under the children of Israel in the next kingdom. All right. Micah 3:10, they build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. All right. That's you Israelite, you so-called Israelite, you Negroes, you nigger pastors like T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar. All right. You Israelite preachers that preach for profit. You just teach for money. You're a motivational speaker. You don't know how to break down the Bible and teach it the right way. You know, Micah 3:11. The heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. All right, that's these preachers, man. All right, they divine for money. It was not too long ago where Creflo Dollar, he was bitching and complaining that he wanted a G, was it a G6 jet, a G4 jet, some shit. Fucking, he wanted to own the plane. All right, I think it cost like 30 million or maybe even more. All right, divine for money, man. They teach for hire. All right, they wouldn't they wouldn't be if they couldn't get all that money if they wasn't if they didn't preach for us money, they wouldn't even be doing it, man, because they all in it for the money. They're all in it to live comfortable on this side. But the true prophets, Yahweh Shem Shai, what you people call God and Jesus Christ, the true prophets, they're going to be uncomfortable on this side. They're gonna be meek. They're gonna be looked at as crazy. They're gonna be looked at as um as who the fuck are these guys? You know, lock them up, put them under the jail, kill them. The people are gonna be looking at the real prophets like that. All right, and there's there's many examples in the scriptures. If you just read the Bible, that the prophets were put to death. The prophets were scourged. The prophets were beaten and ridiculed, and and talked about, and people didn't want to be around them. Also, people were scared of the prophets because when the prophets came, you know, were built up and came into a city, and the prophets always preach against that city, the wicked deeds, the evilness. You know, people were scared of that because they know that you know if those people had half a brain and knew about history, when the prophets came into the city, it wasn't a good thing because they know they're gonna be put to death in that city if you wasn't right. You know, and the prophets thereof divine for money, yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, "It is not the Lord among us; none evil can come upon us." Yeah. So these so-called preachers, they don't think no evil come upon them, man. They think they going like, for example, when all hell break loose in America, they don't think that evil gonna touch their ass, man, or their congregation. They got the rapture thing, the rapture doctrine. You know, they think that they gonna be raptured up for a certain certain period of time, and escape all the evil, all the plagues that the Most High gonna put on America and the world. They think they're gonna escape that. That's not how it goes, man. You know, the true men, the true prophets, all right, uh, starting with the apostles, a great millstone and on down. We're gonna have to live through the plagues and sorrows that's gonna befall America, you know, and parts of the world, other countries as well that we're preaching out of, So we gotta you face all that. That's where faith comes in. All right, we gotta face the martial law. All right, we gotta face the government and also wicked niggas that's trying to kill us. We gotta face the famine. We gotta face this all hell breaking loose, the race riots and civil wars, um, the RFID chip. We gotta face that. We gotta face the Lord coming back in chariots, so-called UFOs. You know, we gotta witness people getting blown the fuck up. You know, we gotta witness screams of women and men. You know, we gotta witness the thermonuclear missiles that's in the sky. Before the elect is beamed up. We gotta live through that evil, man. That evil, which means bad time. All right. Um, this is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 13, I believe. 13 and 23. When a rich man speaketh, Every man holdeth his tongue, and look, what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. You know, the rich man who comes in the rich, in the decked out raiment, his clothes, his the way he speaks, um, the way he speaks to people is prosperity and uh, having no judgment towards them, acceptance for everybody. you know, that smooth things that's written in Isaiah the 30th chapter. They want to hear the smooth things. That's what the rich man speak. Them so-called rich pastors. That's what they speak, man. They accept everybody without judging the the actions and characters of people, judging them through the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't do that, but they do want you to pay tithes. So that's in the commandments. That's in the law. All right. You can't pick and choose what law you want to the law you want to serve or worship or go by. Can't pick and choose, man. They want you to give tithes and pay for them, and and hook them up and shit. Which, if you preaching the truth, if you teaching the truth out the Bible, and the true name, the true nationalities, just basically the 100% truth out the scriptures, I mean, you should be getting money and being taken care of. But that's not how Yahweh Shai set it up. He set it up for the true men, the prophets, to be stand to get their daily bread, man. All right. He don't want us all rich and wealthy and stuff like that. Because we get all rich and wealthy, uh, money perverts. Money is the love of money is the root of all evil. All right. So it's good that the real men just real prophets just have their daily bread. You when that rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look, and what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. He could be talking about any fucking thing, all right? But when you look good, when you talk good, when you smell good, all right, people gonna look at that and accept anything you say. But if a poor man speak, if a poor man that his clothes ain't that up to par, his speaking, his his language is not is barbarous, barbaric speech. You know, he say so-called curse words. I've been that camp. Been that camp where people pass by and brothers or myself preaching, and you say a so-called cuss word, and people just pass by. They be like, why are you preaching curse words? Are you saying curse words with the Bible in your hand? See, we out there in our looking poor in our garments, you know, torn down, worn down garments, as you could say. We don't look rich out there. We look crazy. We look poor. We're meek. You know, they say get a job. That's the shit they say. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? Like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is these niggas in spics on the corner talking shit, trying to judge us? And if he stumble, they will help overthrow him. If we say something that, they don't want to hear, they gon' they gon' try to overthrow us. All right, they're gonna try to kill us, call the cops on us, stuff like that. All right, Mark 6:2. And when the Sabbath day was come, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many hearing him were astonished, saying, From whence had this man these things? And what wisdom is this which is given unto him, that even such mighty works are wrought with his hands? And is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James and Joseph and Judah and Simon? Are not his sisters here with us? And they were offended at him. But Yahushua said unto them, A prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, in his own house. See? So they said, ain't this the carpenter's son? You know, like who is this? You know? Yahushua replied to him, said, A prophet is not without honor. Basically meaning a prophet is not gonna get respect by his own people. You know? And that goes for, Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You know, when they see their own people, you know, preaching the truth off the Bible, uh, they're gonna look at that person as, it's automatically gonna be hate because of the curses in Deuteronomy 20th chapter. All right, 15 through 68. It's always gonna be that instant evil eye, all right, toward your own people, and that's where that's from, the curses, man. So they're gonna look at this guy preaching out the Bible, everything that's coming out the scriptures. You're gonna get cut to the heart, and the true prophet gets no respect by his own country and his own kin and in his own house. So your so your woman ain't gonna respect you. She's not gonna honor you, right? Well, respect means to look back. So she's not gonna look back at the actions that you did for Yahweh Shai. She's not gonna look at that and deem it as honor. All right, she's not gonna honor that. Your kids in this society, so-called white man rule, they're not gonna honor that. Among his own kin, his brothers and sisters, cousins, they're not gonna honor that. And his own country, within Israel, man. All right, they're not gonna respect. They're not gonna honor you. All right. So Yahweh wasn't honored. Proof of that. They killed him. They put him on the cross. All right. It wasn't all the Jews that put him on the cross. It was the majority of them. You know? The Lord didn't have a big following, man. He only came for the elect. And that's a small number. All right. Um, this is another example of John the Baptist. All right, Yahweh's cousin. Matthew 3:1. In those days came John the Baptist preaching in the wilderness of Judea and saying, Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right, that's what we be saying out there on the corners, man. Highways and byways. Kingdom of heaven is at hand. And we give you all the steps according to the scriptures. Give you all the prophecies that lead up to the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. And all those prophecies that lead up to the kingdom of heaven, you got to go through hell before you can get to heaven. All right. Matthew 3:3. For this is he that was spoken by the prophet Isaiah, saying, the voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his path straight. And the same John had his raiment. All right, this what John the Baptist was wearing. Okay. And the same John had his raiment of camel's hair. All right, and leathern girdle about his loins, and his meat was locusts and wild honey. So a raiment of camel's hair. You know, back then, Romans, they had the Romans. You know, they had the finest. They didn't wear this shit. We're wearing today. you know, they had the silks. They had the silk. What's the other the rich feeling materials. You know, they had that back then. They had the gold, different pearls and stuff like that. You know, they were their material back then were, that they were that they wore was it was rich, man. You know, their food was non-GMO and they good, man. But Yahweh made John his raiment camel's hair. So that's a meat. He's in a low state, all right, and a leather girdle about his loins. So he had a big leather belt to hold his garment up. His meat was locusts and wild honey, so he had locusts and honey. All right, so that's what his attire was, man. All right, Ecclesiasticus 9:14. There was a little city and a few men within it, and there came a great king against it and besieged it and built great bulwarks against it. So I think that word bulwarks means seize works, hunting, implement, net, fatness, and stronghold. And built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found a poor wise man. I say a poor wise man. All right. And he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered that same poor man. See? So, yeah, what shall I say? A prophet is not without honor, but his own country, among his own kin, his own house. All right. But when Yahweh Shai come back, Yahweh Shai gonna give us that glory, man, that he promised uh, to his men out sighing and crying, man. He gonna give us that glory, man, and it's gonna far outweigh these pastors, these wicked pastors of today. You know, it's gonna far outweigh you know these pastors of today and just anybody, man. Just any of our people that has fame, fame and riches. All right. So, basically, I'm sign off saying Yahweh Shem Shai, call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, double out to the apostles and elders. All right, Shalom.